Ghanaians, how many Ghanaians are rich?
Yeah. Multi-millionaires accumulating over $370 million worth of power. They are the most useless. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to What Is Going On Again. Today, I have my boss here. My boss back up here. Boss Giving.
Abino. Charlie.
Welcome to the show.
Charlie, sharp. What
and then there are so many things where they go on. But one thing where I don't want we could talk about Pambi ECG.
Yeah.
It be like DUMSOR come back.
Yeah, sure. We are the experience. Me actually I get the feel because sometimes if you quench me like more than 6 hours, 7 hours. It's me the mad yet. I some people to complain for Kumasi. Today, if I see some girl, we they complain for the social media top say, or Tonko Koti, say, she saw something like that, Charlie. Ina say, she poor nyama.
Charlie, today, I passed through town.
Yeah.
I don't see, I see like 7 generators for outside.
Yeah. Slowly.
Nima Newtown.
We would laugh, Nigeria people say them be generator republic. I say, Charlie. Yeah, bad.
See, I didn't want to ask you this.
Yeah.
You see, the NDC be a party whereby they've already suffered their 8 years, which is in the past, which is from 2012
to no, I think 2008 to
2016.
Yeah.
Within that 8-year period, they suffered a whole lot of downvoting and all that.
Yeah.
When they were in power.
Yeah.
It'd be like that same thing they happen again.
Yeah, I mean, on the face of it, that's what it looks like. But from my perspective, I see them in a very different way because the income power, they cut like, I think it's about 2 months or a bit less than 2 months, right?
Yeah, less than 2 months.
They don't even read my first budget yet.
Yeah.
So obviously they're running on the budget of the old administration.
Okay.
If people go admit, after the election, there was a news around town saying the past administration, they left like 5 hours of fuel pay, give the new government.
Okay.
I just say Kufuor time, he left like 3 months. Atamils left like 3 months. Mahama, they can't left up. He left like 6 months. Give Nanado. Onunko infusion. Yes, you could have 5 hours pay.
5 hours pay.
Yes, 5 hours pay.
But
and the cabby.
But what it boss my mind? They say.
Yeah.
So we are in a country. We don't have any emergency funds anyway. That we know. Say, probably if an issue pops up from this sector, we can use this money to fix this and that and that and that and that.
Yeah, I mean, say. Mahama time before before 2016.
Yeah.
Or set up some fund. That fund was to fund energy sector recovery levy.
Yeah.
ESLA.
Yeah.
The best clear energy debt. Not like you struggle with electricity. Open anum educated loan be 15 years or so there. On my ready. Or set up sinking fund so on so much ready. Even Nkora school kind of sample. Another fund be
get fund.
There's some like loan. So there's nothing, yes.
And 11 so.
Oh, and there's some amount then yes.
So they say me say sometimes I sit down and I be like, ECG be one of the most useless companies in this country.
Yes, you can say that because obviously, NDC by Powerway, just this past few months, there has been allegations they've embezzled a lot of money. Man for craft say Yenchi Dubik Mahama. I don't know if former ECG boss. And I was some meters be so by like a lot of those will be so yeah, so I'm yawa baby but it's just that chrono the cost was too much. And I was it's not just about ECG. The whole thing is about air structure, your grid co, your WAPCO, your WAPCO no more also, and ECG. So ECG is just be distributor. So mu ye ganam da ba no more match. But I mean,
so who do the fans go to? Yeah, me just me saying, me talk prepaid. Prepaid now me turn off. And I say every week me talk 100 CD prepaid grana. Cause right now you don't say things they cost, and we are not getting value for money.
Yeah.
Cause whatever we get, Because why I go buy light for a week and I would get light for 3 days instead of 1 week.
Yeah.
So it feels like who is the money going to and who is spending?
Oh, the money, most of the money they go to corruption.
Okay.
Abibab.
Yeah.
Corruption. And they call corruption. And they call Shuba from corruption. Aside from that, Matis class is here and cry to light now. It be payment be a call Haptel, so whatever.
I'm saying my if you're Indra say now catch them say they say we are about POS and about
and the almost so it's a whole lot of chain of corruption, bureaucracy, chrono Dawson.
Okay.
But Matisse at the end gas forecast $75 million.
One now they come there. You as you bring them, they make ask you. Because see, I realize they say all these power producing plants now that they're about Ghana. No. Some of them weren't really for Ghanaians. They were just here to help power. And then we pay them. They are in our land, except one BRC, I think after years, it became ours. By a couple of them, Diana and then they will produce the power for us. So it's like we are working hand in hand together.
I stand to be correct. I think the sooner as ugly, private.
Yeah.
I'm guy with power. Yeah. So obviously after a while, you have to pay them some money.
Yeah.
And I think other ones need fee taking them. Obviously after a while, no, they will give it to us. But in the interim, we have to keep it. Not back crack us on shut it down crack.
No, make us say. Let me be say make us say ECG useless.
Yeah.
They are very useless. That one is a fact. But one thing is these people, those power plants from taking any other ones now, accumulating over $370 million worth of power. They are the most useless. I mean, because see, I ask you this, make I ask you.
Yeah.
See, why would you produce power for a country and accumulate such an amount?
Yeah.
Then you later come and threaten the country, say, why don't you do it cash and carry?
You see, there's a mantra that the government always pays. Government, it doesn't matter, or they'll cut 200 billion krana, government will pay. So I said, that's why the companies have confidence. They don't really care. Government will pay. We will surely pay. But them to therefore threaten. Because who threaten a cry then?
One threatened throughout the 8-year period.
They did.
Will be party for a balance and our threatening.
They did. But once normally, you get more leverage when a new party comes. Some people didn't say.
Okay.
And so when the pressure of Honoma, no better pray no. That's why they send energy minister, one of the Jinapur brothers, I think NDC in his own court, Nigeria, non-court, sort it out. Also, there's some more years some WAPCO, so years of maintenance. So probably by second March, we will see improvement for inside and
but
so
I ask, let's talk about privatization.
Yeah.
Should we privatize ECG?
For me, I don't think so. See, also, that question we a double-edged sword question. Who privatize here, there'll be much more efficiency.
Yeah.
Because private man, no man, baby, yes, kind of get rough.
Okay.
But Ujama private man, so they tend to control how they want it. A baby baby to get out of hand. So, for example, say, if you must be like telecommunication, not to my Galant Telecom, no. And Kagana for the day, and I bind it to me. I find ways I mean so better data soon manyama.
Okay.
What just here?
Okay.
And buy so better me yama like it did the bit matter more equipment need to mean a better internet. But say no omaton Ghana Telecom ama say abe pay telecell. What do you mean telecell the on here?
Yeah.
So privatization the efficiency but at the same time it also brings about some form of loose control.
But don't you think Ghanaians need efficiency more than any other thing?
Ghanaians how many Ghanaians are rich? So yes, you can get efficiency but can you pay?
But we always talk about this. We always talk about the fact that we need efficiency. We need a whole lot of things.
There are a lot of companies that can give
we don't prepare already. So
yes, but I go to give you examples of companies who we privatize them with still no efficiency. Example is Telecell.
Okay.
They should forgive me, but it is true. I use Telecell.
I know Odiana is right now there.
Very terrible. And I said the whole day I couldn't make calls.
Right now, they try make calls. Exactly. You go come say cannot be connected.
So privatization, at the end of the day, when they make the money, they still expatriate the money, take it out of the country.
Okay.
Look at how much MTN is making. They take it out of the country. Check it out, oil, money, so yes, sure. Do those things. I mean, on the downside.
But sometimes I feel like. You see the way we buy Airtel Tigo.
Yeah.
The country, Airtel Tigo is, I think, 100% Ghanaian.
Yes.
Why don't we, maybe after a while, we talk to MTN and be like, okay, fine, sell a number of shares to the country. We will buy it. We want to do this and that and that and that. Why don't we go on that deal? Rather than say, but all the same, let's talk about, let's go back to ECG.
Yeah.
ECG be the most useless I think. But then I think probably privatizing ECG would be the best. Because as you stand right now, I cannot buy prepaid and you will not give me light.
I get it, but for me, because of precedent, I don't really believe in privatization of Nkrumah because, as I said, we've also seen companies which has been sold to some people to run. But we are still getting the same bad services. So because it's the same Ghanaians who are going to use it for the job.
Yeah.
And they'll be the same. Look, Ghanaians always find a way to rob. They'll find a way to mess it up.
Yeah.
So the whole problem is government must be stern. We must find a way to change our mindset and do things properly because it's all about attitude. The attitude about these things.
So my last question for the show, Nise.
Yeah.
How about we venturing into nuclear energy? Because in the past, we all know say Kwame Nkrumah, as at the time Ghana around 6-7 million thereabouts, he planned say Akusumo Dam should come and cater for 9 million Ghanaians. So fine. So let's take it say okay, right now we have over 10 million people living in Accra only.
Yeah.
So if Accra is taking over 10 million population, then fine, Akusumo can cater for this. Why don't you find nuclear energy? Fine, nuclear energy never atomic, assassin their estates.
Nuclear credit.
Oh, how many are China? So what I say, can say, okay, so why don't you find a place outside the region and then fix cost nuclear energy? France did nuclear from these francophone countries in Africa. Why can't you do the same?
But you see, one, very expensive. Two, very dangerous. I don't know if you've heard of Chernobyl in Ukraine. There was a leak with a nuclear plant.
Yeah.
And it will, elephant
leg,
it will take years for it to be fine.
Fixed. Yeah.
In fact, a big problem in that part of Ukraine now. All right. I think somebody movie cry.
Yeah.
I don't think that Ghana. Look, let me be very honest with you. Ghana, we're not capable of handling nuclear energy now. Look, your attitude, your maintenance culture, your dream, no. And look, it will bring much more problems than solutions.
But don't you think when we are trained, these things cannot be?
You can train a Ghanaian, no. Boss, you need the Juma no by. Look, I can tell you out here one day. No, I say, "Yeah, obi adabros, obi refi, obi akwa ko say na leak biaba." Oh, Ghana leak biaba ending. Now we should go up to paper.
But don't you think that we can get a remote place
What I think that we can do to solve this problem is as we can about privatization. If there are any private companies or multi-supply electricity throughout whichever means they think are possible from outside the country, they can come in non-creative competition. They should create competition for ECG. I think that'd be better. So they should just come in private companies from outside the country that have other means, create competition for ECG. And then when I wake up, I can decide to either connect with ECG or another company.
Just like MTN.
Exactly. That's what I think we can do for now.
So let me ask this quick one. Your last words on the ECG meters, the new meters. What do you think?
Oh, the meters, they be low. Charlie, meters in the air. I say be wild. Just air.
You don't use some?
No, I use some.
I do use some.
I say Charlie, buy 100 Ghana, I did like 3 hours.
Bro, this has been what they go on, and I'm silencer. This was Chairman Givens. And it was brought to you by Queries Corner and Car Having Ghana. Contact them, you go enjoy. Catch you later.